Hey everybody, welcome to the Northwoods Family Channel. I'm Adrian, and if you're just joining us, we are currently 3 days into our family overland camping trip of the Black Hills National Forest in our Polaris General 4. Now at this point, we're starting to figure things out. We're running on all cylinders, and it actually looks like we might be able to pull this off. Now, our only real goal for the week is to travel the length of the Black Hills from Spearfish down to Hot Springs entirely in our side-by-side. So 2 days ago, we arrived in the hills, we loaded our gear, and we left our truck at the trailhead. Since then, we've traveled 122 miles, we boondocked our first night, we spent the second night in a National Forest campground at Roubaix Lake, where we experienced a true mountain-style refreshment, cooling off in the freezing cold lake after a day of riding in 95-degree heat. We're just starting day 3, and believe me, the best rides, the coolest camps, and the most incredible views still lay ahead. You don't want to miss the rest of the adventures, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. We hope our videos are going to inspire you to get outside with your family and explore. Stay tuned, day 3 of our overland camping adventure is coming up. How's your breakfast?
Very good. Very good.
Well, considering we're hauling everything in that General, I think we're almost glamping. We have a pretty fancy tent.
We're almost full ourselves.
Pretty good meals.
I put little pieces of bacon in my egg.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, good.
It's nice being able to have a campfire. It's cool being remote, but...
Yeah, the fact that we can't have a campfire unless we're here is a little limiting.
A little bit of a bummer, yeah.
This thing's ginormous. It goes like all the way out on here. We're not gonna get that out.
Shh, can you please lower your voice? We are in a campground, Missy Me.
I can lower my voice.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think we go... I was in charge. I go this way.
All right. And then...
Yeah, maybe even up here.
And then swing back
and
down.
Steel wheel, and then this at sunset, and then come back.
Okay. All right, let's do that then. I think it makes sense.
It's hard. Not a lot of this connects together, so...
Yeah. It's not very... I mean...
Come back, go back.
It's only a couple
way.
miles in between.
So did we do any of this?
No.
Rochford Mystic?
No,
that's Dalton Lake.
That's,
sorry,
yeah.
Dalton Lake.
Yeah.
Do we want to do any of it? It's a 3.
Dalton?
Do you want to just do as much of it as connects to this one?
Yeah, I agree. Especially, well, let's see. Those are forest roads. What kind of road is that?
404, it looks like a highway.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
So I said this place was kind of a little hidden gem.
Yeah, really beautiful lake. Caught a fish there on the fly rod
Yeah, with
pretty quickly.
5 minutes of starting, basically, we had a fish on fish in the net.
Great place to camp, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like absolutely gorgeous campsites right up on the lake. Not a lot of them, but this is so far off the beaten path. I bet you might be able to get a hold of one.
Yeah. I'm glad we made that loop just to see that lake. That was really cool. There's some rock crawling. Look at that.
Ow! Hit myself in the head.
You gotta be careful.
Ow.
Oh, yeah.
Doing what I can.
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Jolene. Yeah.
There's some big ones up here.
This is bonky.
Yeah, I whacked my head on my door.
You ready?
It was on my
There's more.
helmet. Oh god. Hold on, Grant. Hold on tight.
Anyways, so we took this 139.1. We were gonna run it all the way to the end and then back just for the heck of it because it's supposed to be a really good trail. It's phenomenal, just beautiful views. But when we were looking at the Garmin tread here, it looks like the road actually continues, and we have continued now onto some BLM land. And it looks like that runs up. Looks like it runs up underneath the interstate, and there's a road then across the BLM land that goes up to Fort Meade. And then we can hang a left into Sturgis, head back into the hills, get some lunch. So we're gonna try that.
And go to the toilets.
Yeah, there's a bathroom up here, apparently, on the BLM land.
Holy balls. Look at that rock.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
sitting
cool.
there.
Cool.
It looks like it's about to fall.
And don't stand here. That you can kill us all.
Fine. Right now,
Beautiful.
it's actually an arch. There's deer straight ahead deer, right on the path. Ah. They were having lunch, and we served them.
Little cabin.
What the?
Somebody's house?
No.
Yeah,
I think it is.
It is. It was on the trail.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, then maybe trail would improve going this way. Alright, what does the sign say? Canyon to the left. So we just went through Bulldog Canyon.
Okay.
And
That was really cool canyon. It had an arch in it and everything.
was it trespassing?
Nope.
Nope.
We were not.
We were on the right side of the sign there.
Alright, well look at that. Now we've come out. Taking a left.
I see the interstate.
Yeah.
I see stores.
This is my grandpa's cemetery, isn't it?
Was it?
That's my grandpa's cemetery.
Are we...
It's right there.
Yeah, that might
Where?
be. Well,
Grandpa Mel.
let's go visit.
Knuckle. This is a famous saloon downtown Sturgis here. Big time deal during the Sturgis Rally. But I think they also have a pretty big music scene here during the rally. But right now, obviously, much tamer when the Sturgis Rally isn't going on. But holy smokes, is the food good. They don't have a ton of staff because of the COVID, but once we got our order in, the food was real quick, and it is excellent. So I got steak chips without the breading, and Adrian got steak chips with the breading.
And meat.
Both are great. They can split some mac and cheese. All really good.
Cool. Yeah, we took this trail that we had on the map. I forgot what part of what ride it was on, but we didn't think it was going to go through, but it wound up connecting.
Beaver or something? Beaver Lake?
Beaver Lake, maybe.
Yeah.
But it wound up, we thought we were going to turn around, wound up connecting to some BLM land, and it took us right up to Sturgis. So we were able to stop at the National Cemetery and see our grandpa's stone, and then we came into Sturgis eating lunch, and then it's about 2 o'clock, so we're going to figure out which way we want to go now. And yeah, knock out a few more rides and wind up heading back. So we've done over 60 miles already today. So A3 is going well so far. After passing through Deadwood, we headed north to do parts of the Spearfish Peak ride. This ride was well out of our way. We probably drove at least 15 miles one way along Forest Road 195 which like every road in the Black Hills is scenic, but after driving on paved highways all the way from Sturgis, wasn't really what we were looking for. In all honesty, the description of this trail segment didn't sound too impressive to us ahead of time, and it looked like it was used more by hunters than off-road vehicles, but we decided to do it so we could legitimately say we rode the Black Hills from Spearfish to Hot Springs. But when we got there, we were blown away. The trails were awesome, rocky and remote, with gorgeous views overlooking Spearfish and other valleys in the area.
Man, great views, lots of elevation change, really rocky in some places.
Can I take a quick pic with my thing here?
Yeah, and then really fast in some other.
Now none of these trails loop back, so we rode them out and then had to come back the same way. But at the end, we still felt the ride was worth it. We really enjoyed running the Spearfish Peak trails. It was starting to get late in the day, and not only did we have a long ride back to camp, we also knew tonight was going to be our last chance to get some laundry done for a while. So we made our way back south through Deadwood and stopped by the Steel Wheel General Store. Now, one thing that is in scarce supply in the Black Hills is public showers. Many of the private campgrounds have them, but if you're boondocking or staying in the National Forest campgrounds, you just don't have many options. I'm not sure if the Steel Wheel normally opens their showers for people outside the campground, but the owner was there and we were happy to pay the few bucks to get cleaned up while we did our laundry. The store is a great spot to resupply and get fuel, plus they have trail maps and trail passes. The campground itself looked really nice too, so if you're in the area, go patronize the Steel Wheel. They treated us really well and we really appreciate it. After finally getting our laundry done, it was time to make the 10 or 15 mile or so trek down the highway back to Roubaix Lake Campground. Now, it was pretty dark out there, and we were sure glad to have our new rigid light bar installed, which lit up the road. We barely saw any other traffic on the road and had a safe journey all the way back, where we fired up the campfire and had dinner. All right, babe, so what's our plan for tomorrow?
Well, hopefully pack up all this stuff again and then head out west-ish. Take a look at what trails we want to hit on the west side, if we want to sneak around on those trails that are right next to Wyoming or not. And then head south. See what kind of trouble we can make down in the Mystic and Hell Canyon area.
Well, I think it would be cool to maybe our last night or two, well, depending on where we want to launch from or stay down there, is at least camp one night in Custer State Park. Mm-hmm. They have nice campsites and showers. Yeah. And then we can go do the wildlife loop and see all the animals. It'd be cool to go down to Wind Cave and see some buffalo, but, you know.
They have
Today, from Roubaix. See, we rode over this way. We hit a bunch of this Dalton Lake stuff. Came up this way to this Beaver Park, I think it was, Beaver Park area. And then took this 139.1 road all the way up. And it shows that it ends here, but it actually runs into BLM land. And then the National Cemetery in Sturgis is right here. So we were able to continue all the way through. I'm really glad we took it. Kind of a whim. It's Kim's idea. She said, let's just pick one and run all the way back. And yeah, all of these, basically you got to turn around. So we just picked this one. And able to stop by the National Cemetery, see where her grandfather's buried. And then drove up through Fort Meade into Sturgis, had lunch in Sturgis. And then we zipped down, and we missed the Camp 5 run. This was a ride we wanted to do. I don't know that we're going to get to it because now it's kind of not in our way. So we came this way, we went through Deadwood, and then this was out of our way. I really wasn't sure about it, but we came all the way up here because we wanted to basically go from Spearfish to Hot Spring. And we ran almost all of these routes by Spearfish Peak, and they were awesome. These were really cool trails. Really glad we did that. So that was a lot of fun. Just incredible views, really good variety of trails. Ran back down through Deadwood, stopped by the Steel Wheel Campground so we could take a shower and do some laundry, and then ran back down to our campsite. So tomorrow, what we're thinking we're probably going to do is we want to head over west toward Wyoming. So there's a Wyoming border. There's a few rides here that are supposed to be really good. It sounds like this one's the Red Lake. Sounds really awesome. Cheyenne Crossing, I remember we fished there once. Really pretty area. Tricky thing here is there's no really good way to get there. We have to run all the way up to Savoy and jump on down here. So we could do that and explore that. But then once we're here, I mean, we're almost committed. Stage Yard, let's see. Stage Yard de Mont is another, supposed to be a really good ride too. So, because they don't connect, it might be a little tough. So I'm not sure. But basically we want to head west. I do think we're going to swing up. We're going to hit Custer Peak because that's not far. So we'll probably run up here, hit Custer Peak, and then figure out if we want to continue north here somewhere and jump on this, what is this, Stage Yard de Mont, or if we want to maybe jump on some of it and then continue up and hit this stuff here. And then maybe come down by the Wyoming border. That might be kind of cool. And then just start snaking our way down. Black Fox is supposed to be, sounds pretty good. So maybe we'll do that, wind up down there and start heading south. Start heading south along the Wyoming border and eventually make our way down to Custer. And I think we're going to try to stay in the state park and hit some of the wildlife stuff down there, and then make it all the way down to Hot Springs if we can before we have to loop back up. But we put well over 130, 140 miles on today, so we did a lot of riding. You know, we started way south of Pactola. We've done some of this Pilot's Knob. We did some of this Riley Hill ride. South Box Elder, we wound up in Nemo. We ran some of that. Again, this is a Roubaix. We're going to do that tomorrow. We ran this, some of this, and then this stuff today. So we've really hammered a lot of it. Done a lot of good riding. All right, we're going to go to bed. We're going to pack up camp tomorrow and see what the morning brings. Find a different camp. We stayed here at Roubaix Lake 2 nights now and really liked it. Maybe might try to catch a couple trout tomorrow morning before we go. And yeah, see what tomorrow brings. So far the machine's running great. Real happy with the General. Great machine. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning.
If you are interested in more information about this trip or some of the others we've been on, be sure to check out our website at northwoods.family.